The horrific air crash in Washington is focusing attention on the shortage of air traffic controllers. The problem with the current system, however, goes far deeper. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The terrible collision between a commercial regional jetliner and a military helicopter that killed 67 people highlighted inadequate staffing in the Washington area air traffic control system, and indeed shortages of controllers at numerous other airports. But this is a symptom of a more fundamental structural flaw. The technology and equipment of the U.S.'s air traffic control system, the ATC, is woefully out of date. The FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, is still using stuff that might have been adequate decades ago, but should now reside in the Smithsonian. Efforts to modernize the system are way behind schedule. The problem is that the ATC is under the thumb of the FAA. Politics gets in the way of efficiency and up-to-date equipment. The FAA gets its money each year from Congress. The uncertainties of annual appropriations hinders effective long-term planning. Parochial political considerations also get in the way, especially if local employment might be affected by a reform, as happened not so long ago in the New York Long Island area. What's better for aviation too often gets sidelined. The solution is simple. Take the politics out of air traffic control, as scores of other countries have successfully done. Remove the entire air traffic control system, controllers, radars, towers, and all other necessary equipment to a non-profit entity that would be independent of the government. Safety regulations would remain with the FAA. This new organization would be financed by user fees. It would be governed by all the key parties: commercial and non-commercial aviation, airport authorities, and various suppliers. The new agency would thereby be self-funded, avoiding the all-too-often destructive vagaries of Washington. It could focus solely on its mission, the best air traffic control system possible. Experience demonstrates that modern technology cuts delays, improves spacing between aircraft, creates shorter routes, and advances safety. Bonds could be floated to swiftly finance necessary upgrades, the purchase of superior equipment, and other long-term needs. Such changes effectively increase existing airport capacity. Such a fundamental restructuring is hardly revolutionary. New Zealand implemented such a huge change in 1987, and more than 60 countries have made similar reforms since then. We're the largest nation still operating like a dinosaur. During its first term, the Trump administration recognized the problem, noting an FAA bureaucracy that, quote, hinders innovative operations and the timely introduction of new technology, end quote. Unfortunately, the forces of the stultifying status quo prevailed. Today, though, circumstances have changed. Here's an organization badly in need of a DOGE makeover. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.